Shalom. Give all glory and honor and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, teaching this 100% truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000 and the rest of the men, women, and children out there. I'm your brother Magan Shalamar. Today, Russia President Putin has answered to the threat that Trump has done by selling all these other NATO's their America's top weapons so that Ukraine can use them weapons against Trump. Against Putin. So this short video is showing you what Trump should know about that Russia has. The ICBM missiles and all of these different types of weapons that's going to be used against America when World War III kicks off. So this is a fair warning. This video is not for monetary use, only for edification. Fair use, fair use.
Under development and will continue the trend of mobile survivable launch platforms. Peskov's reaffirmation comes at a time when nuclear signaling has become a core component of Moscow's strategic posture. Since the war began, Russian officials, including Putin, have repeatedly referenced the nuclear doctrine as both a warning and justification. The Kremlin appears to believe that ambiguity over nuclear use strengthens its hand in deterring Western intervention and pressures NATO to think twice before escalating military involvement.
I would like to emphasize that Russia reaffirms its principled stance that the use of nuclear weapons is an extreme, exceptional measure to ensure the state's security. Meanwhile, we fully recognize that the nuclear triad remains a reliable guarantee of our country's sovereignty and security. I would like to emphasize that we are not going to be drawn into a new arms race, but we will keep our nuclear forces at a level of necessary sufficiency.
But the definition of necessary sufficiency remains elusive and dangerously subjective. In a conflict where conventional arms are increasingly long-range, Western surveillance is near constant, and war aims blur national lines. The boundaries of Russia's nuclear doctrine grow murkier by the day.
This is Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise." Yes, because all the past battles in the past, World War I, World War III, was soldiers meeting on a battlefield with their battle cry, with their axe, their shields, their swords. That was the day of the past. And garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And that fuel of fire is what Putin is talking about. He has the ICBM missiles. He has all of these long ranges missiles and submarines that carry these warheads that's going to deal with America in this World War III. That's going to happen. And as you can see that we're getting closer and closer as the prophets of Great Millstone have been on the highways and byways preaching for the longest that what was going to happen. We're getting closer and closer to that. As you can see, America has raised its head. They're very proud, speaking of Trump, for America, saying that they're not going to just sit back and let Putin destroy, destroy Ukraine. And so they feeding them these weapons, and Putin is taking a stance. So we're starting to see how the Lord is turning back, putting the jaws in the hook of Russia and turning him back to his old ways.
His latest arms authorization could be interpreted in the Kremlin as a new phase of NATO's proxy war against Russia. That perception aligns dangerously with the legal justification embedded in Russia's revised nuclear posture. Backing these escalatory doctrines is the world's largest nuclear arsenal. According to the Nuclear Threat Initiative, NTI, Russia currently holds an estimated 5,580 nuclear warheads, with about 4,380 classified as operational, spread across strategic and non-strategic systems, as well as warheads held in reserve. Approximately 1,710 strategic nuclear warheads are believed to be deployed across Russia's intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, SLBMs, and long-range bombers. An additional 1,150 warheads are reportedly awaiting dismantlement. Russia's nuclear deterrent is organized around the Cold War-era triad principle, delivery systems that operate from land, sea, and air. While the United States maintains a posture of continuous at-sea deterrence with ballistic missile submarines, Russia deploys its 12 nuclear submarines of 2 separate classes on rotational patrols, opting for a flexible deterrence model rather than constant deployment. RS-28 Sarmat. Among Russia's most formidable systems is the RS-28 Sarmat, a colossal 3-stage liquid-fueled ICBM that can reportedly carry up to 10 heavy warheads or 16 smaller ones, including a mix of decoys, penetration aids, or hypersonic glide vehicles. With a launch weight of over 208 tons and a range of 18,000 kilometers, the Sarmat is designed to defeat US and NATO missile defenses by minimizing the detection window during its initial boost phase. RS-26 Rubez. In addition to the Sarmat, Russia has been refining the RS-26 Rubez, a road-mobile ICBM that NATO designates as SSX-31. This system, though classified as intercontinental, is believed to straddle the threshold between medium and long-range strike capability, with a maximum range between 2,000 to 6,000 kilometers. Capable of carrying MIRVed warheads, the Rubez represents a flexible weapon intended for both regional and extended deterrence roles. RS-24 Yars. The RS-24 Yars, currently one of Russia's backbone ICBMs, employs Myarov technology and is capable of launching multiple re-entry vehicles, each aimed at different targets. It is a solid-fueled 3-stage missile and is deployed in both silo-based and mobile versions. Kedar missile system. The Kedar missile system, set to replace the Yars by the end of this decade, is reportedly under development and will continue the trend of mobile, survivable launch platforms. Peskov's reaffirmation comes at a time when nuclear signaling has become a core component of Moscow's strategic posture. Since the war began, Russian officials, including Putin, have repeatedly referenced the nuclear doctrine as both a warning and justification.
Yeah. So, Russia is prepared. You know what I mean? Russia is prepared to go all the way as soon as the mark of the beast come out. We know it to be the RFID chip. Once that takes place over the whole world, where you can't buy or sell unless you have that chip in your right hand or forehead, the angels are still holding back the 4 winds on the 4 corners of the earth, meaning that nuclear blast, that nuclear destruction that's going to come during World War III, and also when Yahushua Hamashiach cracked that sky open with his holy angels inside of them chariots. They also going to be beaming down that fire, and America is going to burn. America is going to become that lake of fire. So let me get another scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 34. I'm going to go straight to the point. Verse 5, it says, For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse to judgment. Right. So the Lord Spirit is going to be inside of those those missiles, ICBM missiles that's going to come from Russia, China, and all their allies. When the Lord allowed World War III to kick off, you know, and the Lord said His spirit is going to be in them missiles, man. They're not going to be missing. They're not going to miss. America is going to burn. It's going to be destroyed, 100% destroyed. Verse 6 reads, "The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of the kidneys of rams." The blood of the lambs is going to be them 2/3 of Israel over here that's going to die, man. That's going to be put to death on this side. And the blood of the goats is talking about Idumea, talking about the so-called white man. You know, Esau, and the fat of the kidneys of the rams is talking about the rest of the other nations that's still over here that's going to be put to death. For Yahweh had sacrificed in for Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And that Basra talking about that great city in Idumea, which is going to be America. You know, so that's what's going to happen when Trump and Putin continue on down this path that we hasten for, man. The men of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, will that I'm part of the elect, man. You know, that we get beamed up out of here in the midst of that, you know, through the fire, you know, and we're gonna be brought into the chamber doors of the chariots, man. We would look down from the chariots and see that this America is being destroyed, being in a lake of fire. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom, call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Akar HaKadosh, double honors to the elders, apostles, a great millstone, who rule well, teaching us 100% truth. I hope you was edified. Shalom.